Hey guys, what's up? Somebody give me a 5 for 5 and we'll roll right on to this. I don't look for this one to be a very long one, so I just want to get out here and give you guys a little bit of an update and let you guys see what's going on. So somebody give me a 5 for 5 and we will roll right into it. Are we good? Okay, cool. I trust my mods and stuff in there, as always. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it like I promised. I'm going to do the space weather at first, and if you guys want to talk a little bit after, we'll do that. So, okay, guys. Yeah, not a whole lot's been going on as far as flaring. All right, guys. There's just not a whole lot of things on this side of the sun right now. There's not a whole lot of sunspots. There's a rather large one, but it's actually rotating off now. So yeah, it's gonna, if anything it fires, it's gonna be firing the other way. We do have some stuff going on, but not a whole lot. Now we've had a sun diver. Okay, I've shown you guys bunches of sun divers here, but this one's, it's a pretty decent. It was photogenic at the very least. Soho really caught it. The Soho Observatory really caught a really good view of this one this time. And we've had, at the same time as that sun diver was coming in, we had a canyon of fire open up on the sun, and I talked about what that is in my previous live stream, and we'll talk about that again. But there was a CME launched with that, and as the sun diver was coming in, the sun was erupting. Now the sun diver had absolutely nothing to do with the sun erupting. The sun was doing that no matter what. It wouldn't. The sun diver had no influence on it whatsoever. Okay, so that's going to put that out there. But it did come in right at the same area of where the sun erupted. Now, remember, guys, when we call them sun divers, most of these things never make it to the surface. They get burnt up way before they ever get there. Okay, so I'll just say that right at the beginning. Now, okay, guys, this is the X-ray. This is what we look at for flares. We did have a flare back here, but it was not very big. It's a C-class. As we're ramping up and we're getting more active on the sun, a C-class flare at this time is just really not that big of a deal. Okay, unless it, causes an eruption that produces a big CME. Because remember, a coronal mass ejection is different from a flare. Right? Coronal mass ejection is basically plasma that gets shot out from the sun, high charged particles, and they come our way and they hit, and we get geomagnetic storms. Flares, the flare itself is all it's doing is shooting out X-ray here, okay? And it will mess with the communications and things like that, like we've talked about before. But those are two separate things. Up until the Carrington event, 1859, they didn't really know that they were two separate things. They kind of thought they were one and the same. Now, they oftentimes happen at the same time, okay? So we keep that in mind when we're looking at this, but we do know now that they are two different things. And we've seen CMEs happen without flares, and we've definitely seen flares with no CMEs. So that's, take that for what it's worth. Now, I will say, activity right now, guys, if you guys look at these baselines, see how we're kind of running kind of low X-ray at the base here? It's in the B range. It's because we don't have very many sunspots producing much X-ray right now facing us. And with that being said, solar proton flux is low also. This is what we look at for radiation storms. Now, geomagnetic activity, on the other hand, is actually kind of elevated, and it's been kind of fluctuating up and down. I can tell you this back here, this KPF5 G1 storm was not predicted. It was unexpected, okay? It came from a CME that was just kind of grazing by. And nobody was even talking about this, and it just happened to happen. They missed this one. Now, I will say this too: if you were to look at their forecasting over here at NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center, these two was not forecasted either. And now we didn't get into storm level, but they were like forecasting a 2 here. Now, if you go look at it now, it's not going to show that because they change it, right? And I want them to do that so they can get it right. Now, that's back on the 16th. So we're at this forecasting now, 17th, 18th, and 19th. If you notice, look at all the ones. Now I'm going to bring something up here that we haven't talked about in quite some time. Hey, Raven, good to see you. Ain't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, Avery. Sorry, guys. My daughter's going to grab my pop for me. My mouth's getting pretty dry. I just got through doing another live stream on Wages World. Yeah. Honey, it's right there. My cup. She's getting my pop. She handed me a DVD, guys. It's from her DVDs from her ultrasounds and stuff when she was still in my wife's belly, and some dance recital stuff. She's gonna go watch them. She said. I don't think she's ever seen them. The ultrasound one, guys, is a 4D. It's not even 3D. It's a 4D. It's pretty cool. So anyway, that was the first time I got to see her face. It's like she stuck her face up against some glass and was like, eeh. Anyway. Hey, Blue Dazzle, good to see you. Sorry, guys. That was a little offshoot. I just needed to, yeah. It's cool, isn't it, Raven? Yeah. Okay, James. See you later, bud. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back into this. Sorry about that. As a little side, I had to get something to drink. I'm sorry. Um, but again, guys, with the geomagnetic activity here being forecasted to be this low, we got to start considering cosmic rays. Okay, cosmic rays, they get blasted in here when our geomagnetism is low. All right, when they come in through our atmosphere and stuff, they issue warnings or watches or whatever for people that fly high latitudes and high elevation. High latitudes means up towards the poles. Hey, Tommy. And high elevation is exactly that, high in the air, right? So when our geomagnetism is low, we cannot deflect or absorb cosmic rays as easy. Okay, so it makes it kind of hard. When they hit, they split into two separate, and oftentimes more than that, atoms, particles, muons and neurons and everything else that we talk about. But when they split off like that, they're really, really fast movers too, just so you guys know. They'll pass right through the planet. Our skin, believe it or not, is actually a pretty good block for these things. So it takes quite a bit of stuff to be able to, really affect us when it comes to cosmic rays. But they issue warnings and things when people that fly multiple hours up towards higher latitudes, when we have different levels of cosmic rays hitting, because it's essentially like getting X-rays for those people. It can make them sick, especially people that are pregnant. Women that are pregnant, they really discourage pregnant women getting X-rays nowadays. That's something that, my generation never had to deal with, right? That's something new that they really, I don't want to say new, it's just something they're more aware of now, and they take it into consideration at a higher level. But so they pay attention to that for people that are pregnant and people that fly, I think over, is it 800 hours? Pilots and cabin crew and people that are business people or what have you are flying a lot. They really got to pay attention to this. So when geomagnetism gets low, we got to pay attention to cosmic rays. So I just wanted to point that out. So we may be talking about that here in the next week or two. If these things, if we get down to a 1 or a 0 on the KP here, and we stay there for like 24 hours, there will be a cosmic ray watch or warning or alert issued officially. That's what they do at every time. So that's what we got to look for, right? Now I want to point something out to you guys. Remember, I've been showing you this KP, but I've also been showing you this other one that Tamantha Scove had pointed out that I didn't know this even existed. This is the HP 30 and 60. It's the same reading. It's just giving it to us in 30-minute increments instead of a 3-hour. So it's a lot better to look at. It gives us a lot better idea of how much our geomagnetism is fluctuating. So if you look here, here in the past, I don't know, you got the past hour and a half here, you see we just kind of tanked down to almost nothing. So, but if you go back here and look here, you see how we were spiking? I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit and see if I can let you guys see that a little better. That's a little better. See right here? See we're kind of spiking? Even back here? But if you go back here, this is when we got that unexpected geomagnetic storm. See, it broke that threshold right there of 5. It only did it for 15 minutes probably, and it jumped right back down. I just think that this is really cool. I'm so glad Tamantha showed this when I was watching, because it really does make people understand this a little bit better. It gives us a better idea of really what's happening. It's more real time than what I've been able to show you guys with just simply showing you the KP. These are 3-hour blocks. Now I can show you 30-minute blocks. So it does help. So I just want to, say that. Okay, and again, guys, Tamantha Sco's I was watching her when she mentioned that, and she showed it and showed everybody how to get over there to this site, and it's a German website. All right, it's a German agency. It's the GFZ German Research Center for Geosciences. They've got a lot of different tools over here. You guys can go over here and check them out. Go give them some love. Go over and check them out. Hey, Seventh, what's up, my brother? All right, so Sundiver. Let's just show you what's going on with that. Well, one more thing here, guys. So as this thing gets down low, we're going to be able to watch this. Okay, so if this stays this low, we're going to have to pay attention to cosmic rays. Also, next time we have a geomagnetic storm, I'll be showing you this one, because we'll be able to see how often and how long we stay in storm level. A lot more than just these 3-hour blocks. So anyway, just throw it out there. Now you can see how our space weather or solar wind is actually very, very stable right now. It's not fluctuating hardly at all. Look at this. Remember what I said about popcorn? Anything that's fluctuating right now, it would be the speed. See this speed right here? I was kind of jumping up and down, because when it takes a reading, it plots one dot, just like a pixel on your TV. Hey, Daniel, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Hope all is good, man. But yeah, so, hey, PCM, good to see you. Sorry, guys. Hey, you rock. I ain't seen these guys in a while. Just saying hi. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, you can see how we fluctuated here, right? And it's fluctuating up and down. But look at the density. Look how close it's staying. That is impressive, I have to say. We don't oftentimes come over here and look at the density, and it looked like a crown just going straight across the page like that. That is a very, stable density number. I haven't seen it like this in quite some time. So, yeah, I don't know what to even say about that. It doesn't mean anything? Absolutely not. It just means that, hey, things are really stable in the density department right now. It's just kind of, it's interesting to see that right now. That's all. Now, the BZ, guys, remember, -6, the tilt of our magnetic field. When it's in a southerly orientation, stuff gets in easier. So we look for -6 or bigger, and when it shows up here on this red line, if it's -6 or bigger, it'll block it out in purple. Now, this is on the Discover. Okay? Go over to the Discover website. This is what you're going to see. So, let me hit copy and paste this on here. So, if you guys want to go check that out, here's the website. Go check them out. Please. Please do. Go over here and mess around with it. Look at it. Learn. And, look up some of the vocabulary words. It will help. I promise. I wish I could give you guys, more in that department, but I can only say so much, Okay, so this is the 15th. Now you're going to see the Sundiver come in right here. Okay, so, well, first off, before we do that, I want to show you exactly where this satellite's at. Okay, here's the Earth. Satellite sits out in front of Earth, always looking at the sun. It's really that simple, guys. Okay, that's where it is. But yeah. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Let's go back here. Where was I at? There it is. Okay, so go back here on the 15th. Now there's that eruption that I showed you guys already. Now watch the Sundiver come in here. Here it comes. Boom, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zoom in and give you guys a really good look at this. I think it's really cool. Now this is from a comet from hundreds of years ago that broke up. Okay, and so all the littler fragments of this thing are now orbiting the sun. So, and as they come in, eventually the sun will suck them in. Okay, so yeah. Hey JJ, good to see you. So this is that eruption from the Canyon of Fire, and we'll take a look at that in a minute too. But so let me slow this down. We'll take it to 5. I'll hit start, and watch this thing come in. It'll come in from down here on the corner, and it's pretty photogenic. You know, I like it when it's like this because it's pretty cool to look at. Here it comes. There it is. All right, and obviously you see it go right for the sun. Now sometimes you can even actually kind of, I'll back it up here. Okay, as it got closer, remember this is not the surface of the sun. This is a black occulter disk. The surface of the sun is probably about right here. Okay, so this thing is getting just pummeled as it's coming in. Right? I mean, these things very seldom make it all the way and hit the surface. They do from time to time, but this particular satellite, SOHO, has caught thousands of these sun divers. It's really cool that it has. But anyway, let me just take you in like this. You see how it goes in there? See how it's breaking up already? So, I mean, that thing just, it had no chance, right? Now, there's something called a sun grazer also. What that means is, it doesn't get sucked all the way in. It actually does that little slingshot move around the sun, and it keeps orbiting the sun. So yeah, unsubscribe. Who's unsubscribing? UKS 44. Who's unsubscribing? Let me know. Let me know. I don't. You know, guys. Yeah. If you want to be here, be here. If you don't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. You know, I try my best. So I'll just leave it at that. If that's a joke, then cool. If not, then I don't know what to say. But yeah, so you see this thing coming in and out. It's coming in right there. Oh man. Yeah, I think I knew that about you, Jammer One. You're a ham radio operator, right? Ain't that what you just said? Yeah, for sure. So you gotta watch geomagnetism and X-ray. I mean, you really do. Back at you, Sydney. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. I really, truly do. I can't even say it enough. I know me and Tommy, we say it a lot over on the lifeboat, but it's the same thing here. You know? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Crypto. So yeah, I mean, as we keep going through here, so yeah, Jammer, I know you would be paying attention to geomagnetism a lot. You gotta look at the KP and the X-rays. So I'm sure that really affects you quite a bit, trying to get good reception, especially if you're a first responder. But anyway, I thought this sun diver was kind of cool. Now we can take a look at it on the red version also. Let's take a look at it here and see what we can see. It's not going to be a, oops, what the heck did I do there? I don't think you guys seen that, but my whole screen just like filled up with the chat. I think I maximized it. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. The wise will. Appreciate you, man. So as we look here, you can kind of see it right there a little bit. I'm not going to be able to toggle this. I might be able to. Let's try it. It's backing up, but I gotta, yeah, okay. So what I'll do here is we'll just do it like this. Okay, you see it come in there? I can actually use my cursor and it'll move here. I'll slow it down when it comes back on the screen, but we'll see it when it pops on here. Right there. Okay. I just thought it was cool. You know, I usually show you guys these things, and it's, you know, it is what it is. Hey, SG, what's up? It's all right. Hey, guys, you guys don't know who SG is, survival game. You guys got to get over to her channel. You really do. I was on there for the game show. It's a game show for survival, obviously. But prepping and things like that, a lot of the questions for surviving out in the wild or wherever you're at, actually, during, major events or what have you. I actually won, believe it or not. I sent her a screenshot. I won a hat. I chose pink. Yes, I know. You can throw me a bunch of junk if you want, but I don't care. It's got a light on the front of it, and it's actually it's a detachable light, and you can charge it with a USB. It's really cool. It's an awesome hat. So thank you, SG. I appreciate you. But get over and check out her channel, guys. Drop your you need to drop your link in there if you could. So anyway, I'm gonna push start here, and we're gonna watch this thing come in on both. How about that? So you'll be able to see it on both views here. So you get kind of a good idea of what's going on there. But notice that eruption. I'm gonna back us up a day here, because I want you guys to see the beginning of this eruption. If it shows it, it may not. It did right on the end. Okay. I thought that's what happened there. Right there. Okay. So what does that CME come from? Well, let's go to SDO and look. Now remember, where's SDO? I'm going to show you real quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but I'm going to show you where it's at. SDO is right here. It stays over this part of our planet all the time. It rotates around Earth's axis with Earth. It's called geosynchronistic orbit. It's rotating at 15 degrees an hour, just like we do. Okay? So what that does is that means that sometimes it's actually the Earth gets in front of the satellite, in between the satellite and the sun. But not very often. So, but this is the satellite we're going to be looking at right here. Okay? We'll go ahead and go back to here. And so this is we're going to be looking at the extreme ultraviolet. And we will take a look at the 304 first, because this will show us the Canyon of Fire better than any of the other ones will. Now, there's a lot of reasons of what happened here. We get a lot of solar rain up here, right? And that's just plasma falling back down to the surface. See it? I mean, I've shown you guys this a lot. But there's a lot of it here. So what happens is it kind of gets disrupted, and then you got a dark filament down here that gets destabilized and erupts off. But it creates a canyon of fire here before it erupts, or as it's erupting. So let me pause that. I'm just going to take it till I can find it here. Right there. Okay. So watch what happens right here. It's going to light up. And I've shown you guys this in my previous video. Right there. See that? So watch the canyon kind of open up right here. See? So that's the CME. Some of that plasma did eject out. How do we know that? Well, I just showed it to you guys on the other satellite. So that's how we know. But there was a lot of plasma rain going on up here from this big sunspot. So, or solar rain. So there's a lot of destabilization, right? So that's what we're looking at there when we're talking about the Canyon of Fire. Now, I know I already showed you guys that, but I wanted to show it to you again. Because that's, we had the sun diver come in right there. So, all right. So this is spaceweather.com, and Dr. Phillips is over here talking about this too, actually. Sun diving comet there, and there's that same CME. That's coming from the same satellite I just showed you guys. It's just a wider angle view. That's LASCO C3. The red one I showed you guys here, that's LASCO C2. This is the same view. It's just a wider angle. Okay? If you want to see LASCO C3, you can go to ISWA, or you can come over here to the Space Weather Prediction Center over here at NOAA, and they have it right here. Okay? So you can check it out here too, but you don't get to go back very far. This only gives you a few hours here on this one. I would say go to ISWA is what I would say to do. But, is what it is. Now, earthquakes. We're going to talk about this for a minute. There was a big one down here. There's been a lot of decent sized earthquakes. Okay, I'm not going to talk much about this, but because I'm not the earthquake guy. But check out Ron over at Emergency Management Associates. Check out Dutch. Check out everybody you can. Okay, and I say this often, right? So please go check out everybody, and then make up your mind. Don't let nobody tell you how to think. Go look at it for yourself. You guys are smart. Make up your own mind. You know, don't let me tell you what to do. Don't let me tell you how to think. Don't let me tell you what your world is. Go look for yourself. That's what I try to do. Give you guys the tools to be able to go look at this for yourselves. And be able to look at it and have at least some sort of an understanding of it, of what you're actually looking at when you're looking at the tools. Now, what it means to you after that is what it means to you, right? Come on now, Jimmer. We're not, yeah, I'm getting rid of that. I don't, yeah, we don't talk bad about other channels or other people, okay? Not in a personal way like that, okay? It's, you know, that's your opinion. You know, you can hold that opinion, but we don't do that here, okay? I know I don't say that a whole lot, but yeah. Anyway, so please don't do that again, okay? I will, I really will. I don't really want to have to go any further with that because there are levels. Next time, you know, I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to keep moving, but my mods know how to handle that. Anyway, so you got earthquake here. It is what it is, guys. It was a decent sized one, and we're going to have more. There's a lot more coming, I think. All the earthquake channels are saying, hey, look for a decent sized one coming. I think we're due for like an 8 or bigger. Now, when that, you know, now remember, guys, those things are on a natural thing. What? Who said what? If my name got called out, what are you talking about, dude? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I'm lost now, so y'all can handle whatever you got to handle, I guess. Just be adults, okay? Hey, Warden, what's up? Yeah, I think that's what he was saying. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, something else had happened in there. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so listen, earthquakes, not my bag, right? So just understand that. I'm going to show them to you. I can show you the buoys. As a matter of fact, I'll show you that real quick just so you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a National Data Buoy Center right here. It's NOAA. It's another NOAA thing. These are tsunami buoys, and they're supposed to detect wave fluctuations and things like that. And the earthquake was down here, so there was no tsunami or anything with it. That's a good thing. So, but yeah, there's not a whole lot more to talk about, guys. I mean, that's really all I got you here for. I wanted to show that to you and give you guys an update. Nothing is really slated to be happening here, okay? I just have to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this as I'm talking to you. This is that sun diver. It'll come in here on the bottom. We'll look at that a couple times. But yeah, so I'll come back on and give you guys updates whenever I need to, whenever it's pertinent. Go over and check out all the channels I always talk about. We had an awesome live stream over here on the lifeboat tonight. Had a lot of good call-ins tonight. If you guys know anybody fighting drug addiction, alcoholism, and they're just looking for a place that they just, you know, can feel comfortable to talk and get some help, please send them our way. You know, we really did have a really good one tonight. A lot of good stuff was said and a lot of good things were learned. We did some question and answering tonight about our own issues and everybody else's, and we had quite a bit of calls come in, and it was just a really good one. But if you want to learn, you're not judged over here at all. If you're drunk, come on over. If you're high, come on over. We'll try to help you. Promise. So, I'm just going to say that, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to beat this down right now. I know I talk about this a lot, so there it is again. It is my second channel with my partner Tommy here, and that's the face you're looking at there. It's hey Kenley, what's up? But obviously he's the lifeboat there. He's in the mod here area too. So anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and bounce out. Thanks, Stephanie. Appreciate you. Appreciate all my mods, guys. Thank you for being here and doing what you do. Tommy, thank you for being my partner, brother. I can't, I could never ask for anybody better. So anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves. And yeah, you can drink this Kool-Aid.